Hello and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Today we're going to be doing a Skeletons and Vampires only Necropolis start versus 7 Impossible Difficulty AI on an Excel map with Underground. We're going to do this free-for-all, as in my experience this makes the mid to late game much more of a challenge. And I have got a little confession to make. I've got to say this is my second attempt recording this. I ended up generating a new map as the previous one had a tome of earth magic, basically right next to my starting town, which seemed a little bit too broken, to be honest. So I thought I should probably start again. Okay, so this is going to be starting with Fant, who in my opinion is by far the best Necropolis hero. Could be an unpopular opinion there, but that's basically because he starts with Animate Dead, which you've otherwise only got a 20% chance of getting in your Necropolis town, and will change the game completely if you do or don't have it as undead, especially if you're going to be using Skeletons and Vampires only. You kind of need to keep a stack of them around. When with Artifact start, because why not? I mean, 800 to 1,000 gold or whatever you'd end up getting from a gold start is irrelevant. Unfortunately, we've ended up with one of the worst. Not the worst, could have been the Glyph of Courage for just +1 morale, which is pointless to undead. But it's still not a great artifact to be starting with. We started with a pretty poor army as well, no whites. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, great. So we've got probably the worst possible second Necromancer hero. Nimbus is absolutely terrible. Eagle Eye specialty is just completely pointless. Who else have we got? Lovely. Okay, so we've got Oris, who is possibly one of the other most useless heroes we could have got. Also has an Eagle Eye specialty. I wonder what the chances of that actually happening are, but not very high, I would guess. So let's get into it. A horde of hobgoblins. A horde of goblins. Okay, that's a bit much. Got a windmill right next to our base, which is always great. Lots of hobgoblins. I could probably do lots of hobgoblins, but I'll avoid it until I can get my vampires, probably, or a little bit later on at least. I can actually get this chest. 2,000 gold, obviously. So I can go and pick up this chest, which would guarantee us enough for a second hero. I can probably also go and get this gold pile. There's a water wheel right there, which is really useful right next to our base. Another water wheel there as well, which is going to be good for us in the longer term. Okay, what's going to be the best thing to do here? I do want a second hero as soon as possible. I need to start exploring. Okay, 900 gold. That gives me 2,900. That'll only give me 500. That'll put me up to 3,400. If I get the town hall, that means I'll get 1,000 gold next turn. And it'll cost me 2,500. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. It means I'll be able to get a hero next turn instead. But if I got the hero this turn, I wouldn't possibly. I mean, it depends what else is here, but I wouldn't possibly be able to actually get anything else. So, or at least a second hero, as well as the town hall in the first 2 days. So I think that's the right way to do it. Could be wrong there. I'm going to grab the 500 gold from here. Oh, the ore could be useful. The star axes would definitely be useful. If I go to the star axis, am I going to have enough? I don't know. I'm not very great at movement point checking like some people playing this are. I feel like it's worth it. But I suppose 1900, I've got a chance that this doesn't have enough gold in it to buy a hero anyway, which would be a little bit frustrating, but no, I think I'll use the second hero. Second hero, this guy can go down here, go down the road, which is usually a good place to go when you're starting. It will usually lead to another town pretty quickly, that hopefully isn't occupied by one of our enemies here. And I'll use the second hero, I think, to go and pick up the windmill. There's some mighty gorgons there guarding a spell scroll and some other stuff. Doesn't say how many mighty gorgons, actually. But there's wood and ore there, which I will need. The goal, I guess, for the first week is really going to be to make sure that I get the estate firstly, because I want as many vampires as possible and use as much growth as possible. And with that in mind, I'll also wanting to be getting the wanting to get the citadel. Okay. Okay, so we'll just end the turn there. Okay, so we hope for more than 500 gold here, so we can actually buy another hero. Yeah, 1,000, that'll do nicely. And sadly, have to buy Nimbus. I don't really want to waste my movement points, but at the same time, I do need slightly more army. Oh, one thing I haven't actually done is dismiss these Walking Dead. I'll do that just before we actually get to use any of them. And 43 skeletons. It's not a terrible start, I suppose. We can probably do something with that. So, Nimbus. That's what we get from here first. 3 Mercury. Probably one of the more useless ones, given that we're never going to be building Bone Dragons, but never mind. Oh, we've got a shrine there. Could be worth going for the shrine. I do have a spell book. All necromancers start with a spell. I can get there this turn. View air. Okay. Oh, we do have our ore pit there, though. Fine. Okay. Well, actually, I'm not going to consider that as too useless then. That's actually quite a useful place to go. Okay, and what can we do in our town? We've only got 400 gold, so we can't do anything. Just out of curiosity, what did we get afterwards? Adela, the Blessed Specialist. Again, Adela is basically completely useless for us as undead, because Blessed does not affect undead units. Okay, well, we can't really do anything this turn then, so let's just move on. Okay, I am going to want to go in and get that ore pit, so I suppose I might as well visit this too. Yeah. Oh, magic arrow. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I automatically get that when I make the Mage's Guild, I suppose, but probably still worth having. Okay, do I pick up this ore? Have I still got enough to get there? Yes. Great. Okay. I could go down here. I definitely want the gold. Nimbus. I guess he may as well. Okay, no, actually, I don't need to, so I won't. I do need more gold to get the citadel, but I could get the graveyard this turn. Yeah, I need that anyway, so I'll get that. The citadel's not that important until day 6, really, so we can take a view on it then. Nimbus can go and collect this gold, and of course visit the Redwood Observatory, which is wonderful. You see we've got a mausoleum here, which normally would be great to have right next to your base, but I suppose we're not using anything there. Oh wow, Galthran. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to pick up Galthran myself. Also means, unfortunately, we've got a necropolis town up there, which is harder for us to deal with as a necropolis town ourselves, especially with vampires only. I am going to need ore. Mystical Garden's useful. Could get some gold from there, or some gems, which would be really, really useful for making vampires into vampire lords, which we want to do as soon as possible. I've got an ore pit, so we're going to have enough for the. We're going to have enough for it anyway. But we are going to need another 10 ore to make the castle, so that's 15, and we're going to need another 5 to make the estate as well, so we're going to need 20 before the end of the week. I think we do go and pick this up. And we've already built something. I can't afford another hero, so we just end turn. Okay. green go off in that direction. That's fine. I mean, I guess I really should go and get the lumber mill. Can I get through there? Yeah, I can. And there's gold, another mystical garden. Let's get the water wheel. I can't visit that without taking on a horde of halflings, which is possible, but I don't think I really want to do it with 43 skeletons and one use of animate dead possibility for my spell points. There are more skeletons available here and more here, which is actually quite useful to us, to be fair. Day 4. So, if I get the gold, I can either build the estate or the citadel. I guess it doesn't really make much difference, so I'll just build the estate. And Thank can also pick up this bit of gold. I think I want to come south through here, actually. It feels weird using all my movement points on my main hero, exploring off the road. But sometimes it's got to be done. Take the gold, take the ore, and go for the mystical garden. Hope for the best. I do have enough for another hero. Do I want to get another hero just for scouting? No, I can't buy her. She hasn't got skeletons. I'd have to dismiss everything. Okay. Alright, we'll just end the turn again then. Feels like I'm having a very slow start here, which isn't ideal. Come on, really hope for gems. 5 gems, fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Do I pick up the sulfur? Isn't even worth it. When I could just get some gold. So what should I do here? Day 5, I'm going to have 6 and 7. So if I pick up the water wheel, go and get the saw pit. A sawmill, even not a saw pit. Yeah, I guess it depends. I think I can probably make it up to this cursed temple and pick up a few more skeletons. So I'm going to ignore the sulfur. I'm just going to take the water wheel and go for the wood next turn. Mystical garden, gold. I mean, gold is always useful. I was hoping for gems actually, but gold is always useful. Is any of this stuff? Shield of the Damned is actually really good. I can't remember exactly how much it is. It's 5 or 6, I think, to defense, which is really strong. Especially as necromancers start with very, very little defense at all. I can't actually pick up any of this stuff without fighting through, but I do have a creature bank here, creature bank here, creature bank here, and a crypt here, which I suppose is kind of a creature bank. So yeah, between those 4, that's quite encouraging. That's a lot of free skeletons later and free resources from my vampire lords being able to just take those. The crypt's not always quite so easy because you can't lifesteal from them, but should still be fine. Citadel is what I want next because I want the castle before the end of the week. What do we still need? We've got loads of ore. I'm going to have enough wood for that next turn, and I'm going to have the gold for it too, so fantastic. That's gone well. Let's start the next turn. This is a super slow start though. You can see green clearing out lots and lots of creatures and picking up more resources. So let's pick up the wood. First things first, we want to get the castle. 4,800 gold. Okay. Day 6. I can actually make it to the Cursed Temple for day 7. Oh, I can almost make it to... In fact, I'm going to go and visit the Witch's Hut. I am playing on Shadow of Death rather than Horn of the Abyss, so I'm going to take this with a secondary hero because quite often they're useless skills, and you don't have a choice whether you take them or not if you're playing on Shadow of Death still. Horn of the Abyss, of course, you do have the option whether you use them or not. Skeleton Transformer. I mean, I guess I'll get that at some point because I will want to build unearthed graves, but I'll never use the skeleton transformer in theory because I can't use units except skeletons and vampires. I think it's only fair that I place a restriction on that. Tomb of Souls, I guess I could get, but there's very little point, I guess, given that I'm not going to be using the whites from them. Can I afford to get the marketplace? Yeah, I'm still going to have enough gold next turn. Once I pick up that chest, it'll have a minimum of 500 in it, this one here. So, I think that's fine. It's not ideal. Okay, first things first. I've got 5,300 gold. So I do have enough for the castle. That's fantastic. Means we're already going to be getting 8 vampires next week, so we'll start off the week with 12 vampires. They're not that useful until they're vampire. Oh! Basic wisdom. Okay. I'm going to want that on most of my heroes, I think, if not all of them. Although I may only have 1 or 2 main heroes, of course, but I think I will want that on most, if not all of them. I probably want to take on the gremlins. I'll have to do that with Thant, because I'll want to visit the water wheel. It's a shame I can't do that this turn, really, but I definitely won't have enough movement points. Oh, maybe I would. I mean, the river is difficult terrain. I don't actually know if that's the case, actually. I don't know if river counts as difficult terrain, but I presume that it does. Or rough terrain, I should say. There's a possibility I could do that. I mean, does Thant have enough movement to get there? Does he have enough? Let's see. Well, I can always pick up the chest next turn. It's not super important. I'd like to get the skeletons this turn. And I can still make it there. Okay, okay, let's do this. Let's make some 1-stacks. Okay, let's take these on. $17. Yeah, I don't want to take 17 skeletons losses here. I think to a degree it's going to be inevitable unless I am very judicious with my 1 animate dead spell, so I'll have to be careful when to use that. Speed 4. Yeah, I think I've just accidentally left myself open to actually getting hit by these guys. Never mind. Okay, I'll take out 1-stacks. That's absolutely fine. You can wait. Okay. This guy can go up and block. Means I will lose another 1-stack, but at least it guarantees that they can't move that far through. And they also take a 1-stack. Okay, that's fantastic. That's kind of what we wanted to see. And we're going to use Animate Dead, so I might as well take the hit on my big stack. Ah, I didn't think about that. So I ended up with exactly the same result that the AI did. Fantastic. Fine. Okay. So Nimbus needs to move up here. Thant wants to go back to here. He can definitely pick up Wisdom. Oh, and there's actually a Magic Well there, which would be useful. Have we got another one? No, I don't think we have, actually. Okay. That could be useful to Thant, but I don't really want to take that far out of the of his movement points. I can pick up this gold. 1,000 gold. Wow, okay, that's a nice gold pile to pick up. Okay, I think that's pretty much us, and next week we are going to get a full stack of vampires. We're halfway there on Vampire Lords with the gems. There's some crystal there that I could probably get. Lots of Walking Dead will be quite easy to kill. There could be all sorts of things down here. And I can't see any other crystal, unfortunately. There are some gems there, but lots of demons are probably a bit much at the moment. Lots of skeletons, guarding a spell scroll. But the spell scroll's probably rubbish if it's just being guarded by lots of skeletons. Okay, fine. So that's the end of the first week. Magog growth +5. Okay, well, we don't know what we're against yet, so that could be fine. It might not be. Who knows? If I get all the way there, am I going to be able to do anything else? Yeah, I can afford that detour with that. That's fine. Pick up wisdom. I'll take those skeletons. Thank you very much. Right, so I suppose the next thing to decide is where am I going with Thant? I mean, I really do want to take on these Walking Dead to see if I get some crystal, because the sooner I can get Vampire Lords, the better. I mean, I guess it probably is faster to come through this way and visit these two anyway. Oh no, I can't get there, can I? I remember. Okay. Lots of archers I probably could take, but I don't really want to. Yeah, I'll definitely take some losses because they're ranged units. Lots of familiars would be a bit of a walkover. There's a treasure chest and some more ore up there. I mean, that could be worth potentially going for. Okay, for now, let's just send Thant down here, pick up the water wheel on his way past. What have we ended up with? Chana. Okay. Starts off with not a bad army. Ooh. Or I could get Genova and just dismiss those units. 350 gold specialty is fantastic to get at this point in the game, even if the hero herself will be pretty useless. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just give her one skeleton. Dismiss these. Okay. So she can also go out and scout. No reason not to. Might as well take this on the way past. Mercury again. It's a bit of a shame, but oh well, it is what it is, I suppose. 1,000 gold from there. Might as well go up and take the Mystical Garden again. And otherwise, what are we going to want next? We are going to want to pick up those vampires and some more skeletons to make sure that we've got a little bit more. The City Hall. I'm going to need the Mage Guild. I'm going to need the Mage Guild for that anyway, for the upgraded estate, because I need the Necromancy Amplifier, so I guess the Mage Guild's probably the logical thing to go for. Yeah, I've got plenty of resources. I'll go for this. That's fine. And I can pick up 4 vampires and a couple of skeletons. Okay, I'll just leave those in there for the return here. It's going to take a couple of turns, I think, to get back round to here too. So can I get here and back in the meantime, I suppose is the next question. 500 gold, that's a bit of a shame. And the answer is probably no. No, I will be able to get here next turn, so yeah, I could probably unload some soldiers for Thant. I potentially should have cleared this out. Oh no, a horde of pikemen, that would have been quite difficult. And another creature bank actually, which I completely didn't see, which means I've got, I think, one of each type in Shadow of Death. I could be wrong there, but I think that's one of each type. So should I be wasting movement points on Thant and picking these up? I guess probably not, because I can just send Nimbus down here. So let's do that. I have to avoid the archers quite a lot, but I still don't really want to fight them, so I think that's still the best thing to do. Okay, I can make the water wheel all in one turn, which is fantastic. I'll move there. I might as well pick up the sulfur with this guy. Okay, what can we build next? Necromancy Amplifier. That's obviously going to be great for when we start actually taking some fights. Apologies for anyone watching, by the way, that doesn't like a slow start. I've ended up with a pretty cripplingly slow start overall, unfortunately. Chana is actually decent to a degree, I guess. I mean, she has necromancy, so that's probably worth having. Let's restart. What does she actually have? 30 and 5. Obviously, I'll have to get rid of the whites. 30 skeletons, 60 gold each. So she's got... is it 60 gold each for skeletons? Yeah, 60 gold each. So, I mean, she has got 1,800 gold's worth of skeletons, so she probably is worth recruiting. There's probably good value there. But let's see how much spare gold we have next turn when Than is on his way through. Okay, another green hero. Not a necromancer, but we do think that he probably started as a necromancer if he had Galthran that early. Okay, Nimbus, you can go and collect this. And the Mystical Garden. Still no gems. Ugh, that's pretty painful. Nimbus, okay, you can actually just come and explore this area because there could be something here. I'll probably get blocked off as soon as I move into there, but let's see. Okay, I can buy the rest of those and some more skeletons. That's fine. I want to go and give these to Thant next turn. Graveyard. I guess there's no point in flagging it because I'm never going to use it. And Thant could... I mean, he could come up here and take these hobgoblins. I think that would be a relatively easy fight. Oh, it's going to be close. Okay. Assuming you get a tiny bit of experience. They're not going to be, it's not going to be much because they're hobgoblins. Okay, I'll just accept that result. That's fine. Yeah, 4 skeletons. That's not really worth anything at all. Okay. So, Necromancy Amplifier we've already got. Mage Guild we've built. So I only actually need the Blacksmith to get myself a City Hall, which would be a good start towards our income. We won't need a huge amount of income, actually, because we're only buying vampires and skeletons in the long term. But it will help us a little bit to start with recruiting extra heroes and things like that. I would like to get some extra heroes as soon as possible, really. Okay, we'll just end the turn there because we can't do anything else. I guess Genova's just going to be my run around and pick up junk hero. So how many turns to get here? 3? I think that's perfect. Yeah, so she'll get there on day 7. Only just 3. That's a shame, but never mind. I mean, I think that's still probably the most useful thing to do. And then the turn in the next week, she can just come through here, get the water wheel, get the mystical garden, and come back through here. Hopefully I'll have a new hero then as well, which can have visited the windmill, the water wheel, and the mystical garden here. If not, though, then she can just pick them up herself, because she's not really going to have any other use that I can see. Tree of Knowledge, let's see what we get. Just a free level, no cost whatsoever. That's fantastic. Mysticism's kind of rubbish. I mean, I don't mind it on Thant, because passive regeneration can be worse, I guess. But necromancy is really the way we want to go. Ah, brilliant. We've actually got some crystals here. We've got an unguarded... Oh, 2 unguarded mystical gardens. Lots of normal orders. Definitely can't take that with 1 skeleton. And a scholar. Always dangerous taking a scholar because you don't know what they're going to give you. Sometimes it can be a useless skill, and sometimes it can be stats which are very much not useless. Really depends. 10 gems, okay. I mean, I guess taking the familiars makes sense. Should be an easy fight. Yep. 5 skeletons? No, I'm not going to accept that loss. And speed of these 7, so they're going to be able to kill some of these 1 stacks maybe. I'm going to leave that guy where he is. Ah, get the 5 stack, okay. 84 to 134 damage. That should almost one-shot the stack, so... Oh, I miscalculated that quite significantly. Never mind, okay. So I ended up with exactly the same results once again. Not doing too well on gauging what I can and can't take here so far. I guess I want gold at this point in the game, but I am almost tempted by experience because I'm not going to need that much gold. Just habit gold. No, I'll take the experience actually. Ooh, basic intelligence. I do want advanced necromancy, but basic intelligence really helps on Thant. So you've got as many casts of animate dead as possible. Okay, we'll get the blacksmith. It's easy choice there. Chana. I still want Chana. I'll just make sure to get her by the end of the week so they've got another necro hero. Green are being very active up here, but we're still not seeing a lot of what they're up to. Could get haste or slow from here. I didn't actually bring Thant back here. I've got haste. I've got shield. Both really useful. Especially if we can get earth and air magic, which would typically be what we'd be looking for. Okay, there is more crystal there, which would really help. Can I take lots of demons? I think I probably could, but I'll take some losses. Probably quite serious losses. I guess I might as well pick up the ore. I don't really need it right now. Yeah, I'll take a horde of halflings. We can do that. Oh wow. Okay, we're expected to lose a lot. Oh, they're ranged creatures. I completely missed that they're ranged creatures. So okay, I've kind of already screwed this up. Okay, it won't take out the whole stack, but could be close if I'm lucky. Yeah, pretty close. Hopefully they'll go for these skeletons. Yeah, they do. And this one, yep, to also go for the skeletons. Fantastic. Okay, I should be able to get away with quite a lot less losses than the AI managed here. I guess this is the sensible place, so I'm blocking both stacks. Yeah, okay, go here. Great, he's gone for one of the 1 stacks. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I guess I want to go and kill the stack of 3 with these, and then block with another stack. Oh, that's pretty brutal. I guess I should cast Animate Dead, actually. Oh, I should have cast Magic Arrow on those as I was coming up. Never mind. He's got 4 health left, but he can't kill a skeleton. There's no point taking the retail, because I'm not hitting them again this round. And vampires can just go in and crush them. Great. Okay. Alright, well I did lose a vampire, which is pretty terrible, actually, but pretty unavoidable. It looks like. Unless I'd waited with them, I suppose, but they may still have gone for them. That's an imp cache, which I'd really like to take, but again, I'll probably wait till I've got vampire lords. Ooh, scorpicores or manticores. Manticores. Pack. Wow. Guarding Emblem of Cognizance, which is a junk eagle eye item. Refugee Camp, which can be great, can be nothing. It's just RNG, I guess. And Crystal, which we do sort of really desperately need, actually, at the moment to upgrade to Vampire Lords, but we're still missing 5 gems as well. So it's not a huge deal. Before I move any further, I guess I should visit these. Gold. Okay, I mean, gold's not a bad thing, but I would rather have had gems. Do I bother picking up the gold, or should I just keep exploring? No, I'll pick up the gold. It'll only get cleared out by the enemy. Oh, shield. Okay, well, I already have that, so that's not really that useful. She'll get there. Well, she'll actually get there on day 6. I'm not sure how I worked that out wrong, but never mind. Okay, well, I definitely can't take a pack of manticores. Ooh, Dragon Utopia. And Also an estate. Wow. Okay. What have we got? Lots of pikemen? Hmm. I mean, lots of pikemen I can definitely take. So, I guess it seems silly not to. Wow. Okay. Cold Rain. Necropolis Town, which I guess is more vampires and skeletons. That's okay. I kind of wish I'd known that. It still seems pretty broken, especially as it looks like we've got a second estate here as well. It's not quite as broken as the last game. Obviously, a Tome of Earth Magic is pretty insane as an item you could have got in week 1 or 2. It was guarded by a horde of Kerberai, so I guess probably not 2. It would have had to wait for Vampire Lords, but even so, still pretty broken for the start of the game. But I don't know. I don't want to restart again. Okay, so all I need is a little bit of extra gold for the City Hall. I'm probably not going to get that this turn, or this week even if I saved. I don't think there's enough, unless I could pick up enough here, actually, potentially. Yeah, that could be right, actually. I'll just... I still do want to get Chana. Pity on teams. Apologies for that. I'll dismiss those. Chana can... We've already visited that. We've already visited that. There are some free gems here, which seems like a huge waste of movement points, but I guess she hasn't got anywhere else to go. 5 gems. Okay, that's great. That gives us 10, which is exactly enough for Vampire Lords, I think. Okay, fantastic. Alright, well, there's a possibility then, depending on what this gives us next week, that we could get something, that we could get some crystal even, and that would mean that we can upgrade to Vampire Lords, which would be huge. Chana, lots of hobgoblins. Could probably take lots of hobgoblins, but I'm going to leave them as well. We've probably got quite a while before we see any opposing heroes, so day 5. Yeah, let's go here first on the next week. Okay. And yeah, nothing I can build here still, so I think that probably just about covers us. Who have we got in here? +1 sulfur. I mean, I do love the resource specialists, especially the gold, but any resource specialist is good. Yeah, Bron is still useless. I don't think it's worth it for +1 sulfur. I'm only going to be using sulfur for gold in the marketplace or the Mages Guild. And I mean, I actually have enough resources to get a Mage Guild level 2 at the moment, which could be something to do instead of immediate Vampire Lords, but I think that's probably wrong. I think Vampire Lords as soon as possible is probably the best thing to do. No sign of green this turn. And I definitely don't think I can take a horde of boars, but I can definitely take lots of pikemen, so let's take these. 7 skeletons. Only 47 pikemen. I think I should take this battle manually. Wait. Okay. Just defend on all these, I guess, and I guess likewise with these, actually. Wait. And I should be able to... just defend, actually. I don't need to do anything yet with these. And same with these. Next round begins, so wait. Right. So I'm going to need to block these in. The vampires are going to be able to kill... They can do 55 damage. Okay. I probably want to take the retail on these. I can hit them with a bigger stack now. Great. And these I will just want to move upwards. You can stay there as bait. These I can move here. I don't think the pikemen can reach me. No, they can't. Great, okay. There's no retail here, so I could... I'll just wait, I think. Wait. And defend. Okay, they do take the bait, which, I mean, I guess is useful still, but now that I've stayed up here, probably not as useful as it could have been. Wait. Okay, I thought one of the one stacks was going to go first. Never mind. Okay, so I've lost a skeleton there. They can just defend, and these can kill these. Great. Okay, well, three skeletons. Wow. Okay, basic earth magic. I mean, obviously, I want earth magic, so I will take that. 8 skeletons back, so made a profit on it. It's day 6, so I can take that without any repercussions. Or without any issues. I can just take the vampires, which is fantastic. Means that I get +1 vampire growth in Agony, and I will get +1 vampire growth in Cold Rain when I get vampires. I don't think I'll be able to get vampires this week, unfortunately, but that still would be pretty broken, getting a second town of producing vampires on week 2, especially with an estate there. So, Cold Rain. So it's just some wraiths. I don't think I'll lose anything here. I don't think I should lose anything here at all, so let's move these and just defend on the 1 stacks. Okay, that should just one-shot them, I think. Yeah. Okay, so no need to lose anything there. 1 skeleton back. And we have our second Necropolis town, at the end of week 2, which is pretty strong. I'm going to need a fort, which means I need more wood. Okay. I mean, I'm also going to need more gold, but yeah, I don't think there's any wood here. I'll visit this. Looks like I can get through there. Okay. Hey, you never know, I might get some wood next turn, I suppose, but it seems pretty unlikely. I'll move Genova up here. She can just wait there until next week at this stage already. Chana, I guess, similarly. No, we definitely can't get through there. We can't get through there, and that's blocked off as well. I can't see that there's any piles of wood that are just immediately accessible. Which is a little bit frustrating, actually. Marketplace. I've got tons of... I've got Mercury, which is going to be basically useless to us, so I guess I could trade. Oof. I'm going to need 6. I'm going to get 2 next turn. I'll get 1. I could build a marketplace. That'll give me a slightly better exchange rate, but I don't think it's worth it. Is it worth it? Well, I don't need the sulfur, so I could change 1 sulfur to 1 wood. It's 15. 1 mercury, 16. Yeah, I don't think I can get vampires this time. Unless I traded some of my gems, which I really don't want to do. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 mystical gardens we've found so far? So, okay. No, I can't do that. Actually, either. Even if I do that, I'm still short. So, that was probably a massive mistake. Okay, never mind. I didn't do my sums correctly there. Yeah, that's a real shame that I can't build the fort on the estate. In which case, after all that, I guess I just build the marketplace anyway. Gold, so I could just get the tavern instead. Yeah, maybe I get the tavern instead. At least I can buy heroes here as well then if I need to. Okay, so that was pretty disappointing as a turn. I can't really go anywhere. I mean, do I just go in here and, I don't know, maybe pick up some skeletons? Yeah, I guess that's the right thing to do. I should have visited this on my way past, but never mind. Horde of Boars, I still don't really want to take on. The Dragon Utopia there, I definitely don't want to take on yet, but with a decent stack of Vampire Lords, I could definitely take that on pretty soon. Maybe week 3 or 4, which could be a pretty strong snowball for our character, for our main hero. Okay. Yeah, I guess the best thing to do with Chana is probably Genova's going to come down this way, pick up skeletons for us, pick up these two for us. Nimbus can come back and pick up these two, as long as he doesn't go too far, but ideally I'd like to see if I can get these skeletons next turn. They're probably guarded by something, but maybe not, because they are just skeletons. Do I bother with this? I mean, I'm going to have one more day. I can't do an awful lot. I'm going to want to pick up the vampires from here. But then I'm going to want to come back and get vampire lords from here. Although I don't have the crystal yet, so I don't know. Feels criminal just to waste a turn sitting on top of this at this point in the game. But I might just have to do that. Okay, so Genova's in the right place. Chana. Yeah, I think Chana we send all the way up this way. Great. Genova's done. Just double check these. We don't want any of these. Okay, fine. Next turn. Oh, I feel terrible just sitting here. Okay. Is that just free? Looks like it's just free. Okay, fine. We'll take that. We'll also take some free skeletons. A little bit of gold, which then gives us enough to build our town hall here. Okay, fantastic. Now, what do I want to do? I want to carry on exploring down here, or do I want to just immediately go back because I can pick these up next turn? Well, I haven't got enough crystal yet, so I suppose a bit more exploration, and the gold there actually does make a lot of sense. Day 7, day 7, day 7. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap this up for the first episode here. Not an awful lot exciting going on so far. As you'll have seen, it's a very, very slow start, but at the same time, we are in a good position to start snowballing in the next episode here. I think the idea is going to be to get a significant stack of Vampire Lords, hopefully by the end of week 3, and then we can start taking some of these basic camps, generating some skeletons, and hopefully Thank can go as aggressive as possible, as soon as possible. I really would like to take this Dragon Utopia within the next couple of weeks, just to see what we get. Would be some irony if I ended up with a Tome of Earth Magic there after restarting because of that, but I guess it's slightly different taking on some dragons to it lying around on the floor near your base. And yeah, I think we're going to end turn, start of week 3, and we will start. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, definitely a good time to finish the episode then, since we've just seen a blue hero right in between our two towns, and very, very close to Nimbus, who currently has nothing. I suspect he's probably one turn away from death by the looks of this, although we don't know what's here yet, but I suspect that's probably the case. So we will see you next time.